Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. First and foremost, thanks to everyone who has liked my previous video. I always like when you guys like and comment, ask your doubts and stuff. This is always very much appreciated on this channel. Now in terms of this video, the context of this video is I've been seeing some videos on YouTube where like people are claiming that the PR thing that in UK PR is very easy and stuff, but like as compared to Canada, for example. Whereas like I think like it is just a blatant statement, it's just a blank statement. So in this video I just wanted to make you aware that how you can actually get the PR, what are the technicalities and what are the struggles, because like even in my like the circle which I've got, I know few of the friends who have very easily got the PR, but it doesn't mean that the majority, like the situation is similar for the majority of the students who come to the UK. Because the reality is majority of the students, like I've been reading a comment on my previous video where a person was suffering from depression when he came to UK because the studies were so tough. So motive of this video is not to demotivate you or anything like that. The main purpose of this video is to present that there are some struggles in the UK. It is not just a straightforward process and you get the PR. Okay, and the other thing is, like in my last video, previous video talked about that whenever you got the challenge, that is the time when you are going to come outside of your out of your shell. You're going to come outside of your comfort zone, and when you come out of your comfort zone, that is when you will be actually getting the opportunities. You'll be actually able to get your job, you'll be able to get a sponsorship, you'll be able to get your PR essentially in the UK, right? So first and foremost, let me talk about like what are the challenges over here in the UK. Now there are like 3-4 different routes for the PR. The very first one which I'm going to talk about is which majority of the student do. Okay, how to get the PR. This is the context of this segment. So the very first way to get the PR as a student is, like for example, let's say if you come for a bachelor's degree, you do it for about 4 years, then you transition to a master's degree, like another 1 year, then you again like kind of continuously study, and if you spend 10 years in UK, like people say it is easy, but if you spend 10 years in the UK on a study visa, like you've stayed in the UK, then you will be able to get the permanent residency, right? And after permanent residency, you have to wait 1 more year to get the citizenship. So totally it's like 11 years. Okay, be careful. Now secondly, in terms of, let's say who's coming for a master's program, which majority of you are coming from a master's program. Now for master's program, now it's only 1 year. Now it's very hard to kind of continue that cycle of studies, right? So for the master's students, the best thing is to actually get the work visa. Okay, now in order to get the work visa in UK, it is not an easy job. Okay, like do not underestimate that it is a very easy job. So in order to get the work visa in your studies, you need to perform really well. And my tip would be that when you are in your own country, please have some experience before coming here for a master's degree. Because let's take example, let's say I've got my course mates here in my university, they are doing the same with me, an undergraduate program, the bachelor's degree. We all do placements. Even I've done my placement for 1 year at P&G, Procter & Gamble. Even my other friends do a placement. So they've already got the experience, then they do their masters, and then they immediately get a job. Whereas take your condition, like you've done your bachelor's in India, don't have experience, you're straight away coming for the masters, and it's very hard to convince the employer that you've got the right skill without an experience. Okay, so the challenge number 1 is that you need to have that experience before. Now let's say if you don't have experience, I think mainly a lot of students don't have the experience. Now what you need to do is you need to perform really well in your masters. So these are the challenges which I'm talking about. So you need to perform really good in your masters. You need to get the good grades. Because now I know people say like grades don't matter and stuff like that, but when you're coming here as an immigrant, everything is new over here, right? And the other thing is that marks are important, because let's say once the employer is looking all the CVs, the one thing which will be standing out would be your marks, that how have you performed in your university given that you don't have experience. So challenge number first is to perform really good in your university level degree. So now let's say once you've done your master's degree, the next step is to get the work sponsorship. Now for the work sponsorship, you need like 70 points. You need someone to sponsor you. Now I know like I can help you with finding the list, like which company sponsor. I'll be making a separate video on that. That always fine, but I think it is sometimes very difficult to get the sponsorship, because like company has to invest a large amount of money on the student which they are going to sponsor. Okay, so you have to be very careful that you are a very talented and outstanding student. You're not just like I don't know. It's just like you have to be someone who's very talented, who have got the right amount of skills for that particular job, and that really depends upon whether you've got the experience or not. Okay, if you don't experience, have you performed good in your master's degree? And only those talented individuals will be able to get the sponsorship. Now I can tell you some of the examples in my friend circle. Like one of the students got the sponsorship, but there were 9 other students in his school who didn't got the sponsorship, and now they're paying the loan back in their own country, right? But however, they're working in good jobs, because the good thing about UK is that the education is really nice. Like if you go back to India also, you'll be able to find a really great job for yourself, or like not only in India, you can apply elsewhere. You can apply Canada also, because now there comes the talk about Canada. Now I will suggest you, if you have only got one motive, that you want to get the PR, permanent residency, then you need to go to Canada, okay? Because there you can straight away do diploma, you can straight away go on to the I think it's supposed to be work visa also there, then you can get the PR. But whereas here you can't like get a PR straightforwardly from diploma. You at least have to do a degree, at least a master's degree. Only then the things will be getting worked out for you. So if your aim is just to get the PR, then I will suggest you go to Canada. There is no other way around it, okay? If your only aim is to PR. However, if your aim is to actually study, so like for example my aim is not to get a PR, okay? And I will say you like I don't know, like you should be having the mindset that you have to develop something good in this world. So what I mean over here is that like your aim should be to do your studies, that's your main motive. Like study well. You need to have those skills like which are being taught in your university. Don't miss your lectures. If there's a placement opportunity available, try getting a placement. That's the main thing, right? Then after that, like everything will be following up. After that, you'll be able to get the PR, you'll be able to get XYZ thing. But if your only target is PR, then the study thing sometimes shades away, okay? So your focus should be to do good studies, to make some change in the world, to get some technology. For like engineer, like I'm a chemist, like I'm doing chemistry related course. For me, it's like manufacturing a drug, like which could treat some kind of a really serious condition. So that should be your ambition. But however, I know like people have got different situations. Sometimes they've got family issue, financial issues, blah blah blah. So for them, like if the thing is PR, then the Canada is the thing like where you can migrate and start living your life. And also in my even it's my own personal thought that like when you're young, let's say I would say before you get married, you don't actually need a PR here, right? Even if you get the work visa, the work sponsorship, work sponsorship will be usually for 5 years. If you get that work sponsorship, if you're earning good amount of money on the work visa, why the hell do you need PR? I mean, I know the PR has got some advantage because you can start a business and stuff, but let's say if your aim is to actually work in some kind of a company for 5 years, you'll be getting nice salary. I mean there's no urgency that you need to get a PR in this stage, you need to get PR in that age, XYZ thing, okay? So I hope that this video was helpful. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe the channel for regular updates. Cheers, bye bye.